Hi, parents. Welcome to the weekly vlog. This week, I'd like to talk about chores. Chores are a part of every kid's life, it seems like, and whether you maybe assign extra chores as a form of discipline, or whether you just sort of expect kids to pitch in at home because they're part of the household and part of the family. Chores are just a natural, everyday part of life, and as they become adults, as you know, it becomes even more important. And so, I wanted to spend some time talking a little bit about chores and why they're important and ways to use them to foster development in your child. The first thing is chores teach responsibility. You know, having a job that a child is responsible for is a great way to teach them commitment and responsibility, as long as the job or the chore is developmentally appropriate. So, for example, you wouldn't necessarily want to expect a 3-year-old to be responsible for vacuuming the living room. But you could ask your 3-year-old to help you put dishes away, or help you vacuum. And maybe they get to use the vacuum cleaner to do a small section of the living room. Or you wouldn't necessarily want to expect your 7-year-old child to mow the lawn, but maybe they can help with yard work and help mow the lawn in some way, or help move brush, or something like that. Um, the other thing that it does is it helps a child contribute to the household as sort of a normal part of life. They are part of a family, and there are things that the family needs them to accomplish, and chores are a great way to teach that. It's also, if you haven't noticed, it's also a great way to connect with your child, especially a young child. Doing something together, like washing the dishes, like folding laundry, or things like that, can really, it's another activity to in a way to connect to your child. Um, the thing that I really want to caution, though, is to make sure that the chores are developmentally appropriate. And I can't say it enough. Um, I think sometimes we want to expect more from our child, or we want to expect something different from our child, and really we have to make sure that the the chore is appropriate for the age that the child is. Um, so that's all I have. Just some quick thoughts on chores. If you have any questions that rise, or maybe something that's been in the back of your head for a while, make sure to put it in the chat, and I will see you next week.